Blessed day, my people. So the topics more on talk about in this video. A woman was allegedly raped by a correctional officer. Lee Sparta lawyer to file habeas corpus, and Raggink King transferred to another hospital yet again. So people, before me jump into the topics, remember to follow me on Instagram, MixUpTime4. If you have anything where you want me to talk about, if you even just want to contact me and tell me something, just link me on MixUpTime4 on Instagram, you see me? Yeah, people, so I could jump into the topics now. Woman allegedly RAPED by correctional officer at Tower Street Prison. A correctional officer has been arrested and charged with RAPE after he reportedly held down a female at the Tower Street Adult Correctional Center in Kingston and assaulted her at a barracks on the premises. The accused, identified as Gavin Winter, is scheduled to appear in the Kingston and St. Andrew Parish Court in Halfway Tree on July the 24th. Reports from the Kingston Eastern Police Division are that on June the 20th, the correctional officer, who is of Richmond Park, St. Mary address, invited a 31-year-old female to a social event. Allegations are that after the function, the correctional officer offered to take the woman, a waitress, home. While driving to the female's home, reports are that the prison guard diverted and instead took the female to the Tower Street Adult Correctional Center, which houses only male prisoners. Allegations are that he took the complainant to his barracks room, where he held her down and proceeded to have intercourse with her against her will. The matter was subsequently reported to the Center for the Investigation of Sexual Offences and Child Abuse. The now accused man was interviewed by the police in the presence of his attorney after he handed himself over at the Elliston Road Police Station. He was subsequently charged by investigators. He has been granted bail in the sum of $250,000 with surety. So yes, people, this is not a good look for the correctional officer. I mean, the woman cannot tell lie as well, in a scene. But of course, you know, the people them are going to more believe she than him. A lot of persons are going to say she not have no reason for her to tell lie upon him and stuff like that. I mean, that, I don't know people, honestly, I don't even know what to say about this whole story here. I know them are going to run some tests on him and tests on her to see if them did actually have intercourse. All of them things that are going to be done. And if it come back, say him really hold her down and do that to her, then I guess him for just pay the penalty. That's all I'm going to say. But leave in the comments and make me know. Ladies, you have to be careful. Be careful of who you go out with and all them things, you see me? You have some woman where they even know man for too long and them run gone and date with them. And that is when you start to see the next side of the person and you wonder if it's the same person that. So just take your time and get to know the person. But yeah, man, we can move on to the next story now. Lee's lawyer to file habeas corpus if entertainer not released. Attorney at law Ernest Smith has vowed to make an oral application and file a habeas corpus before the St. James Parish Court if the police don't release his client, dancehall artist Lee Sparta. A habeas corpus is a writ requiring a person under arrest to be brought before a judge or into court, especially to secure the person's release unless lawful grounds are shown for the detention. The blessing entertainer will be grilled in two separate question and answer sessions, the first beginning at 11 a.m. I am on my way right now, Smith said. My client was moved from Barnett Street to Freeport yesterday, and that is where they question you if you are to be released. However, they want two different sets of detectives from Montego Bay CIB to question him, one at 11 a.m. and the other at 1 p.m. So I am putting the habeas corpus on hold until after the last interview. Smith said it would be unethical to file a habeas corpus when his client had already agreed to the question and answer session. If he is not charged or released today, I will head to court. Today is the day, eggs are young ones, he said. Smith said detectives have been pepping his client with a barrage of vague questions and disparaging innuendo. They have not fingered him in the death of anyone specifically. There are no conspiracy to murder allegations. They ask him things like, are you the leader of the Sparta rifle gang? Those are the vague questions he was asked. They are saying he has influence, but they are the police. They should use that influence to solve crime instead of resorting to scapegoating my client, he said bluntly. Lee Sparta has been detained since last Tuesday under the current state of public emergency in St. James. He can be held for 90 days without being charged. So yes, people, today are the day we're going to find out if them are going to charge Lee Sparta or if them are going to release him. Well, to be honest, people, I don't feel like them are going to charge him. And why I say so is because if them did have something on him, they would have been charged him already. I feel like the reason why them are hold him are because maybe him name a call up or hearsay or whatever. But as him lawyer said, the police supposed to do for them job and not use his client as a scapegoat, even though the lawyer is supposed to say the best things about him client and stuff like that. But I don't know, people. I don't feel like say Lee Sparta involved in where the police them a claim same involved in. I don't feel like say the police just look somebody for pinpoint everything pan. Leave it in the comment section. Anyway, people, we can move on to the final story. More movements for Raggink King. DJ Raggink King is on the move again. 11 days after being transferred to an undisclosed medical facility for security reasons, he is being relocated. He no longer requires 24-hour monitoring. A source said he is doing very well. Great doctors around the clock. He is healing well, the source continued. The DJ is set to be monitored by heavy security detail. 2 Sundays ago, Raggink King was shot and critically injured after leaving a funeral in Westmoreland. Reports said that he was traveling in a convoy in Betheltown when one of the cars was involved in a collision. According to eyewitness reports, while repairs were being done, another car drove up and the passenger alighted and peppered the bystanders with bullets, including the DJ. He was one of 3 people shot in the incident. He was rushed into emergency surgery at the Savannah Lamar Hospital. A female socially Blackwood of Irwin Meadows in St. James succumbed to her injuries. Raggink King was subsequently transferred to the Falmouth Hospital to continue his treatment. However, 11 days ago, he was allegedly airlifted from the hospital and moved to another medical facility after a group of men showed up and attempted to gain access to him. The police who confirmed the incident detained them. They were eventually released. After Raggink King was shot, someone leaked photos and videos of the artist being wheeled into the operating room at the Savannah Lamar Hospital. We understand and are aware of the media interest, but we thought it was vital that Raggink was moved from Falmouth to a new, secure, undisclosed location for security reasons. A member of Raggink King's management team said Raggink King, given name Matthew Smith, come to prominence in 2018 when he was the closing act for Reggae Sunfest. He is widely known for his songs including Tough, Oh Me Grow, Ruption, and Things Go Change. So yes, people, good news, at least Raggink King is healing good. And, you know, praises be to God. I just hope the artist just be careful of him surroundings. Just careful all the time, trust me, because you can see say them man, they did definitely want to take your life. And you know, so when you're back on the street again, you just have to be extra careful. But yeah, people, leave in the comments and let me know what you think about this. Remember, follow me up on Instagram, MixUpTime4. If you have anything where you want me to talk about, or if you have something you want to tell me, this is the place for link me. Anyway, people, bless up on yourself, stay safe, I'm out.